Mr. Transformers 96 here with another video. I'm going to talk about some newly shown items from New York Toy Fair 2019. This time we have these Studio Series figures on display. Now, unfortunately, there's no new characters that have been shown since their last reveal yesterday of a bunch of official images for these figures. But now we're finally seeing them in person on display, which does absolutely change up the look of the figure, especially with this character right here, the KSI Boss. So let's get talking about it. It also helps to see them in scale with each other and to get like how they're actually going to look paint-wise, because the look of them in the official image very much differs from the official image. And again, that is no different than on this figure here, where he is interesting. He actually looks better in person than he does on the official image. I don't know if he looks any more accurate, but he looks just uniquer. The other one looked like it was a bunch of different mix of grays, and that's not the case. He seems to have this like super bright, almost chrome finish to him, which I don't think is accurate. Like, I don't remember the KSI Boss having like a chrome look, but it's cool nonetheless. So I can't say that I don't like it, because it's really nice. Like, I love the paint on this guy. It's just cool. Again, my biggest issue with him is that the head sculpt is completely inaccurate. That head sculpt has never been in a movie. That head sculpt is neither accurate to Nitro Zeus, as it is like to the KSI Boss. That's not the head sculpt of either of them. So that annoys the crap out of me. I wish that he just had an accurate head sculpt, but the body and everything is the same as Zeus, which is accurate to the KSI Boss, but it's just, why wouldn't you change the one thing that is needed to be changed to make him the KSI Boss? Nonetheless, though, I love the paint. I love that chrome. It just is super cool. So I'm happy to say that they're using such a shiny paint, but again, it's not accurate whatsoever. So although it's cool looking, not accurate, and I probably won't be getting it. I'd get it if it was on a really good sale, just because I like the paint so much. But other than that, I probably wouldn't. We have the Bumblebee Optimus Prime on display. That figure is starting to come out now, or it will be out in a little bit. Looking nice. I'm really excited for that one, but I've talked about it extensively before. There's the KSI Boss in his jet mode, looking nice. Then we have Drift in his helicopter mode. Looks quite good. The only thing is you could really like see, through him, which is disappointing. But nonetheless, I do think it still looks nice. For some reason, they chose to put the smaller blades in the helicopter. I don't know why they didn't put his big blades so that it has like the big propellers. I think that would have looked nicer, to be honest. But I really do like the black. It's a nice, like, very clean finished black. It's not like a grayish or anything. It's like a deep black. Looks good. We don't really have a great picture of Drift, but I think that he does look very nice. Oops. I think that he does look quite nice there. There's a pretty decent picture of him. And I was right, you could remove some of the weapons. So, like, the back piece of the helicopter that's right here does not have to be attached to his arm, and you can take off the missiles from the legs, which does make him a lot more streamlined, which I definitely prefer. These big pieces are a shame. They kind of are quite obtrusive, but other than that, he's pretty streamlined, which is good. Then we have Dropkick, finally in person. This one's interesting because although the KSI Boss looked better in person, I think Dropkick looks a lot worse paint-wise in person. Not to say that he looks bad, because I don't think he looks bad, but he looks not as impressive as he did in the official images. The sculpting and everything's all very good, and it's basically exactly what you saw with the official image, but just the paint coloring is way different. That's a much deeper, like, blue. Like, that's like just the epitome of blue. The other one had a nice kind of metallic finish to it. It wasn't this deep either, and just the contrast with the blue and the black is just really extreme. So I'm not loving this paint scheme, because in Dropkick doesn't have any black on it. Like, he might have some very small black details, but he doesn't have like a whole lot of black on him. It's mainly the blue, which is not this tone of blue, and then it's different colors of gray. It's not black, so this color scheme is just, it's very toyish, which is unfortunate. But the sculpt itself is nice, but just it's not very accurate. And like on the windows, on the car doors, there should be no black on the car doors, just so you guys know. Like from the movie, there's no black on it at all. So I'm not super interested in the way that came out paint-wise. It's definitely disappointing. We have the one figure that really doesn't seem to be any worse. coming from the official images to the toys. So it's Hightower. Hightower looks nice to me. I really do like it. I like the official image, and I think in person it looks really cool. And what's so cool about it is it's big. As you can see, like just comparing to like Dropkick in the back there, Hightower looks like he's a big character or a big figure, and Hightower is the deluxe, just like Dropkick and just like Drift over there. So it's nice to see that he's rather large. So that's very cool. He's looking nice. I like him. It's a character that I think a lot of people aren't gonna like, but for me, I like the Constructicons, and just this is an interesting design for one. So I kind of am attracted to it for that, and I like the neck. I think it looks very cool. So I'm kind of into that design, to be honest. I think it looks neat. Now here's a big thing. Like when I made my video talking about this leader class Optimus Prime, I said that I wanted to see it in person so you got an idea about the scale, because you seem to get so much extra stuff with him. I wanted to know the scale of Optimus himself, and it does look like Optimus is a Voyager size figure. Which is basically what I was expecting, because there's no way they could give you a leader class size Optimus Prime and then you got the entire trailer with it, because that would definitely be like a Supreme class or something like that. One thing that I'm really happy to see though is that the figure, what I thought it was, is I thought the trailer had two forms. I thought you could transform the trailer into his jetpack to make him like the jet flight mode, or you could transform the trailer into this piece here, the battle ready weapon storage rack. I didn't think that it actually transforms into both. Like it splits into two pieces and they both transform. So that's really cool. So you don't have to choose between, which way you want to display the trailer. You get to display it in both ways at the same time. So that's really nice. I'm quite happy about that. And yeah, that's just, it's a nice touch. So Optimus Prime does look very nice here. Some of the coloring could be a little bit better. Like I'd like to see like a little bit variation of some grays and silvers in the chest, especially the ab section. The abs shouldn't just all be red. I think that just looks a little strange. So I'd like to see a little bit more paint throughout him, mix better. It's kind of blocky right now, but I do like the deep colors. Vehicle mode just looks tremendous. It really does. Very nice. And yeah, overall he looks nice. I do like this, the weapons rack looks really cool. I definitely am a big fan of it. This Optimus Prime we've seen before. It's the the Voyager one. Bone Crusher we've seen. Here's a nice shot of Optimus Prime. This is the Voyager Class 1 combined with Jetfire. I think that's cool. And then here is Jetfire himself. I've got Jetfire coming. Actually, Hasbro Pulse Hasbro Pulse just opened up. It's Hasbro's new website, if you're not aware, and they have a bunch of new figures on it. They have a lot of the Studio Series figures, and for just the first couple of hours that the site was up, they had the leader class for the Studio Series figures mismarked. They had Jetfire and Megatron marked for $40 instead of the normal $50. So I was able to snag both of those, and you get free shipping too. So I was able to get both the two new leader class figures for $40, and I got them before they changed the price to $50. And they haven't sent me anything saying that they're going to cancel my order or anything. It's being shipped soon, so I think that they just were like, well, it's our bad, so we can't go back and charge these people. So I was able to get them for $40, which is great. Now the rest we've already seen. The only thing I wanted to discuss was this quick shot of this one Constructicon. Just like Hightower, he seems to be rather large for a deluxe. So I think that all the Constructicons, even if they're like Voyager, or even if they're deluxe size figures, they're quite beefy size figures, which is quite nice. So it's good to see that the Constructicons are going to be in a nice scale. So I think that's very cool. So yeah, overall, really liking these new figures that have been shown. Nitro Zeus, his colors, like Nitro Zeus is just kind of like a fun repaint. I'm going to consider it like that. Because I know that they're calling him the KSI Boss, and he's not. But at the same time, he's not Nitro Zeus because the head sculpt is off on both, either way, the head sculpt is off. So it's kind of just a fun concept figure, I'd say. So if you're really attracted to the chrome, then it might be a cool figure for you. But for the most part, it's not a great figure in my opinion. Hightower I think looks really great. I'm excited for Hightower. Dropkick, I like the sculpt a lot. The paint is disappointing though, especially in person. Drift looks great, especially the robot mode looks really nice. Can't complain about that one. And then this new leader class Optimus Prime is very interesting. The figure of Optimus Prime himself isn't anything special, to be honest, but the trailer piece and what it transforms into is really cool, and it's quite nice in all of its modes, I think. So yeah, overall, liking these figures in person, and again, like, just my impression changed on quite a few of these with getting to see them in person compared to just the official images. So yeah, overall, some really cool Transformers figures coming up. I was really hoping that they'd show something new Transformers-wise, but they've been showing so many new Transformers quite often that I can't complain. I would have certainly liked it, but I can't complain that they didn't. But nonetheless, really liking all the figures that they did show, and I can't wait to start getting some of these in person. So let me know what you guys think of these figures, and thanks so much for watching.